What's going on, fam? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. My name is Trent Harrison. I'm also known as Trizzleman Fitness on all social media platforms. Today we're talking about how to become a more disciplined man in 2024. If you do not become more disciplined in 2024, you will be in the same exact place you are in 2025. Discipline is the unlock between where you're at now and where you want to go. Discipline is a missing art in our culture and our society as men. Most men are able to set goals and they're good at talking about what they're going to do, but at the end of the day, they're not able to follow through on what they need to do and what they need to accomplish. So what I want to do is I want to talk about how you can become more disciplined this year, how you can win the war within to do more, to get more done, and to actually fulfill your purpose. So becoming a disciplined man is simply choosing your future self over your current self. So in order to become more disciplined, the first step is to define what your current self is and who your future self wants to become. So the man who embodies self-discipline is the one who takes actions today that their tomorrow self will thank them for. So every single day you have to make conscious decisions if you want to become a more disciplined man to do something that your future self would thank you for later on. The self-disciplined man has the same urges and the same temptations and the same thoughts as the undisciplined man. However, the difference is the future self's urges that you currently have are greater than your current self's urges. So as a man, you will always have urges and they will never go away. But what happens is the future version of yourself you're trying to create, those urges become greater than the current self's urges that you have right now. The self-disciplined man understands that there's a constant dichotomy, there's a constant pull between the person he is today, between the man he is right now, and the man that he wants to become. The problem with most men in our society today is they don't even know what their future self wants or who their future self is. If you never define who your future self is, what he looks like, what he walks like, what he talks like, what his schedule looks like, what he searches on social media, if you never define who that future version of yourself is, you'll never become that man. If you can actually develop the discipline on a day-to-day basis to do the things that you don't like doing, like you love them, you will be the top 1% of men in our society today. Discipline is the missing piece between the success you want in your life and where you're currently at right now. You don't have discipline because you don't know who the person you want to become is. And so if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know where you're headed, if you don't know what your vision is for your life, that's exactly why you don't have the discipline that you want right now. The only way you're going to be able to sacrifice what you want now for what you want most is you actually define what you want most is. You actually define who that next person is. So are you okay with staying the same as you are right now? Are you okay with your current version of yourself? Because the truth is, there's a lot of men that are. The truth is, there's a lot of men in our society that are completely okay with the version that they are today, and that's fine. If that's you, then stop watching this video. However, if you're not okay with the version you are today, and there's a future version of yourself you're trying to create, then you have to define what that future version of yourself is. If you define who you want to become tomorrow, then you will take actions that benefit the person that you want to become. You will never take the actions if the person you want to become is never defined. When you lack vision, who you are becoming, self-discipline becomes virtually impossible. You will never miss it. So without actually defining who the person you want to become is, you're never going to be able to establish that self-discipline. When you're super crystal clear on who the person you want to become is, self-discipline becomes inevitable. So that's number one, is defining who you want to become. Number two is you have to weigh the costs of feeding your current self. In life, you're either growing or dying. In life, the earth is always in momentum and moving. There's no maintaining in life. Most men think they could just cruise through life and maintain the person that they are today, but the truth is the individual that they are today is dying. So if you're not actually stepping into a future version of yourself constantly and constantly growing, constantly pushing yourself, then what happens is you're dying. There is no maintaining. So if you continue to feed your current self and do actions today that benefit your current self, not your future self, you will die in your ability to grow. Self-discipline is surrendering superficial pleasures for deeper, even eternal pleasure. And so the self-disciplined man, his alarm goes off in the morning at 4:30, 5 a.m., 5:30, 6 a.m. And when your alarm goes off in the morning, your current self says that you need more sleep. But your future self says you got to get up because you have work to do for tomorrow. Self-discipline is being like, my current self wants this, my future self wants this, I'm choosing what my future self wants, which is to get up in the morning. Self-discipline is when it's 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and your current self says you're too tired to do the dishes, you'll do them tomorrow, but you do the dishes at night because it's going to benefit your future self. Self-discipline is you get off work after a 10, 12-hour shift, you come home, and your current self is like, hey, let's sit on the couch, watch Netflix, and drink beer all night, versus your future self is like, let's go to the gym so we can have a benefit and a better version of ourselves tomorrow. So you go to the gym. You see, self-discipline is not difficult. Self-discipline just requires intention. And so your current self wants to do what it wants today versus your future self wants to do what you need tomorrow. Self-discipline is sacrificing what you want most for what you want later. And so mastering the art of discipline is about the micro yeses that you make throughout the day. When you make multiple micro yeses for your future self and you say multiple micro no's for your current self, and the yeses you have for your future self outweigh the no's that you have for your future self, you end up growing. You end up up becoming a better version of you. And you stack up proof for yourself that you are a disciplined man. Being self-disciplined is not about, yes, you are self-disciplined, or no, you're not self-disciplined. Self-discipline is a spectrum, and we're always moving on the spectrum and flowing on it. And so every single day you have the ability to become more self-disciplined or less self-disciplined. So even if you are self-disciplined today, you still have to make a conscious decision to become more and more self-disciplined every single day. For me, the first step into becoming more self-disciplined was actually getting up in the morning when my alarm went off. And so I make a conscious decision to set a non-negotiable for myself every single day that no matter what, when my alarm goes off at 4:30 in the morning, even though I have 3 kids, I run a full-time business, I have so many things on my plate, even if I'm tired, even if I don't feel like getting up, I will get up, because I know by me getting up when my alarm goes off in the morning, that's a decision I'm making for my future self, and a no I'm saying to my current self. So start stacking yeses for your future self if you want to become more self-disciplined in 2024. And as you continue to stack those micro yeses, you say yes to your future self and who you want to create. You define who your future self is. You will become a better man. And a self-disciplined man is an unstoppable man, because if you want to become the top 1% in our society, in our culture, you have to become a self-disciplined man. That's what's going to set you apart from the pack. I hope you got some value in this video. If you did, let me know. Self-discipline is your secret power to unlocking the best version of yourself and stepping into your purpose. If you got value from this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Leave any comments you have in the comment section below. And if you want to learn more about what it would look like to work closely one-on-one with me, just fill out the link in the description below, and I'll reach out directly to you to see how I can best help. Have the best day ever. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.